Hey guys, it's Tyler with Tyler's Dragon Tarot. So I'm doing another video just based on the requests I get off of TikTok. So in today's video, I am recognizing that Gemini, Libra, and Cancer are left off, but the relationship readings that were requested are Sagittarius and Leo, Aries and Leo, Aquarius and Taurus, Aquarius and Pisces, Scorpio and Capricorn, and Virgo and Sagittarius. And I just thought it'd just be easier just to put it on a YouTube video and upload it here because there's like limits on time on TikTok, and sometimes it gets frustrating because I didn't realize I went over my time limit, and so it's just like put it on here. So anyway, I said the order I'm gonna do these in, and I will put the timestamps in the description. And you guys feel free to put a request in the YouTube comments or check me out on TikTok. I post pretty regularly on there. I try to do at least every other day, but sometimes I'm trying to get to where I do daily. But anyways, so what I was gonna say is, let's say you're the Sagittarius, which I think, yeah, Sag is on 2 readings. But my intentions are like, let's say the Sag and Leo reading first. That could be for any Sag and any Leo placements that are like prominent in your chart that you feel connected to. So I kind of think of the Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, and Mars when I do that. So anyway, now that I've gone into explaining, I'm gonna get into the energy, and we're gonna start with Sagittarius and Leo. And thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribes, likes, all that stuff. I really appreciate it. Check out my TikTok if you haven't already. Anyway, let's get into it. Let me pause. Okay, so warning for anyone not prepared for this. This one's spicy. I like just getting into the energy is spicy. So very passionate relationship. Like I Sagittarius, for some reason, I just see like sticking out your foot and just like it seems like you're being goofy and you're just like, um, lick my toes. Like that is exactly what I heard. Um, and with Leo, it's just like Zad challenge. Like, let's see how much foot I can get in your mouth. And I'm just like, oh my god, really? This is the reading I'm doing on YouTube. But you know what? I'm not gonna judge. I'm just like, sometimes I don't like to put out that stuff because I'm like, what if it doesn't resonate? But it's like, it wouldn't just pop in my head because I don't like to just go there for no reason. So um, if it resonates, please let me know. I don't like going there for no reason. Anyway, let's draw some cards. Seems like y'all are definitely passionate. I say this before I forget. I was gonna draw for everyone, but I've only done the Sagittarius side. And just looking, I feel like the Ace of Cups and this Eight of Wands just kind of go together. And it's just kind of this corny little thing. Like I felt like a desert, and now like you make me wet. Like why did it come in that phrasing? Like it was more romantic before, but it's just that sounded sexual again. But it was kind of like I haven't really felt anything in a long time, and now all of a sudden it's like it's just flooding with emotion. Like I really care about you, and it's just like with this King of Wands, it's just very intense and very passionate, and they're just all over you. Like, okay, like you know what it is, what it is. It's a relationship between 2 fire signs, and I get it. Like, it's a passionate relationship, so why wouldn't it be like this? So yeah, I just heard I can't get enough of you. Okay, so let me get into the Leo side. Okay, Leo. So on your side, this King of Swords is just. I feel like this is like I'm getting possessive and just like you're really happy, but you can go from like really happy and positive to like attack mode just in a second. Like you're sensitive. And I'm not saying there's anything bad about being sensitive. It's just kind of like you kind of don't have the most control and you lash out instead of having a conversation about something that hurt your feelings. And with the control, okay, let's go to the bottom real quick. I was kind of like, why? It feels like you really care and you really want it, but you're competitive and you're like, I want to be the best, I want to do the most. And it's because you're so passionate and you really care about this person, and you really have this like sense of fulfillment in this person, but that scares you as well because Um, this card that's just been laying here, I was like, why does that scare you? And you got the Tower because you felt this way before and everything came crashing down. And you're like, I have to do the most for it not to fall apart again. Like, and it kind of makes you like this fear is controlling you, and you're just like being this loving, generous person that you can be. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, but at the same time, if you're just this letting yourself be ruled by fear, that's what I'm trying to say. It's just, and it's almost like watching their every move and like, what are you doing? Like, who are you with? Like, don't cheat on me. Like, there's this element of like you've been cheated on before, and that may not be for everyone, but it's just there's so much fear just radiating off of Leo's side, and it's all because they've been hurt before. And Leo, this is something you're going to have to work through. This is like a trauma you're going to have to work through because it really felt like Sagittarius was really happy to be here and they want to have fun with you. And like your side just the the side of like really wanting to be here is there, and there's that whole um really into you, but it's like you're so into them combined with being hurt in the past that you're just allowing that fear to take over. And with that King of Swords, I see that it's not all the time. Like, or Sag would probably run, like not trying to scare you, but um, this King of Swords just kind of reminds me, like, okay, in these moments where you're scared, just communicate because like if Sagittarius can't understand like where you're coming from and reassure you, and then is that a partner you want anyway? But it's just kind of like you got to get out of this devil energy where you're just living in fear. And, ugh, okay, so I'm gonna stop beating that dead horse on that, and I'm gonna draw some advice cards. Okay, so drawing this advice, this could be for one or both of you. Um, so we got the Ten of Cups, we got the Three of Wands, we got the Six of Wands, and we got the Seven of Swords. So in the Seven of Swords, I'm going to start with this one. It kind of talks of like this devil energy type of thing, and this very well could be advice for Sagittarius. Don't think I'm coming straight at the Leo. Um, but it's just what I really get off of this is when there are those times when like you're hurt and you're upset, like communicate. Like I was saying earlier, have the confidence to communicate it directly. Don't do these petty mind games or and if it's not that, it's kind of like there's really just this element of like don't be playing games, testing out the waters, testing out the situation. Just there's this real element of just being direct with each other. Like quit playing because like you guys really like each other like but there's also an element of there like don't see it for what it is, don't put it on a pedestal, but that doesn't mean it's not good because there's definitely a lot of passion on there, but like don't let the fantasy be what you're living, like live what you're living, you know what I mean? um and then with these two, so you can be very happy here, but there's just this element of like with this Ten of Cups, it's all about emotional fulfillment, and like you probably see this future together, and you may be frustrated and just want to like leap to the end of that mountain. You're like, okay, son, rise, 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 or like let's get to that house, let's do it, let's do this stuff. Like enjoy the journey. Don't rush to the end. You know what I mean? Like this is a journey. You don't have to rush to the end. And I'm gonna be honest. Like a lot of this feels like it's Leo. Like you may be rushing to make sure it doesn't fall. You know, but sometimes if you rush too much, it will fall. So just build it up steadily. Enjoy the process and try to work on that fear. Like a lot of fear can be based in the root chakra. So I would, and also needing to build up your confidence. That's also solar plexus. So if you do meditation, like you may spend a little extra time. I'm getting sacral in my head, so you may just put a little extra work into your bottom three chakras. Well, heart chakra too, because if this is all based on like a broken heart, you're gonna need to work on your heart chakra too. So, like maybe the bottom four chakras. So maybe just do some things like meditation um, to help with that. Self affirmations, just and really just talking to Sagittarius whenever you're feeling low in those moments. Or Sagittarius, if this is advice for you too, you listen to what I just said, just put your name instead of Leo, you know? It just happened to be that Leo had like more of these cards that needed the advice. But in Sagittarius, I kind of felt like you would end up being more of the like, be careful about putting someone too high on the pedestal side. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to get on to the next relationship, which I believe, yeah, it was Aries and Leo. Okay, so Aries and Leo reading, like, kind of cheesy. Like, I just see Aries, like, just doing that, like, throwing the arms up in the air, just screaming, like, let's do all the things. Like, just, like, if that isn't, like, Aries love, what is? I don't know. Like, let's just do all the things together and, like, Leo just going up and hugging the Aries and being like, yeah, as long as I'm with you, like, yeah, like cheesy, but it's sweet. Anyway, so let's get some cards for it. Okay, so on the Aries side, I think you have a lot of good intentions here. Like you, let's say the swords. I kind of see it's that like, just let's do all the things together. Really excited type of thing. And with this Seven of Wands, it is kind of like you just really want to go explore with them. Like it is very sweet. And with this Nine of Coins, um, I just see you really wanting to spend time with them, just really enjoying their energy, and you just kind of want to soak it up and be all around them. But then again, on the bottom, um, okay, I don't mean to say but then again because this is there. You Aries, you are feeling all these things. It's just on the bottom with this Queen of Wands, Justice, and Prince of Pentacles. I just kind of see you as like you're very passionate about this person, but you only show as much as you see. And you kind of like, you'll test the waters too a little bit if you want to put in more. If you want to be like, okay, so let's try to be a little more brave. Let's try to put out just a little more and see what they'll do. Will they reciprocate it? Like, what will they do? And I kind of feel like that's out of fear of like, in the past, people haven't reciprocated your energy, so you kind of hold back, or there's just something holding you back from. I could draw a card for that, but I'll do that in a second. But for some reason, you're holding yourself back from like really just putting everything out there, like all the excitement, all the love that you can give, that you want to put out there. And it's like, why are you doing that? Like, if you feel it, just put it out there. Like, I'm sure Leo would really appreciate it. Okay, we got the star, and that's an Aquarius card, and like they're just kind of out there in space. And I just kind of, when I was looking at that, I was like, maybe some Aquarius hurt you or something. But then I just kind of heard, no, no, no. See, they're out in space, and it's just easier to detach a little bit. Um, but that's out of fear, and that could have been an ex that hurt you, possibly. And you're learning that detaching for a little bit is just easier. But is it really? Because you're not giving all that you can give, and maybe like Leo doesn't see everything. You know what I mean? So, um, it just feels like this fear, this like easier to detach thing. The easier road isn't always the best road. You know what I mean? Because it really feels like you're passionate about it. So why are you holding back? So now I'm gonna draw some cards for Leo. Okay, I don't think I drew all the cards I wanted to yet, but I have to get this out before I forget the message. So with this Two of Swords, I just see like this being like Aries, just really heavily on your mind, and you may not be expressing it because of how faded this is, and like this face and energy, it doesn't really match that. Um, so you may be holding back as well. And it's just kind of like with this ten of chords, 10 of coins, you're really thinking about a future with it. Like you really see that. Like we can have the dogs, the kids, the money. Like we got this. We got this. And like with this Six of Swords, I heavily heard, "Am I right though?" Like the way, like, "Am I right though?" Like you're really concerned with being right about it. Like, am I right? Instead of just enjoying it for what it is. Like you're really worried about being right. So let me draw some more cards. Also kind of feels like the "am I right" kind of thing may end up holding it back. And Aries could be sensing that energy, and that kind of maybe, I don't know, that could be feeding into each other, like Aries holding back, maybe leading to your "am I right," but the "am I right" may be leading into Aries holding back. It could be like a mutual swapping thing, like, you know, so like both of you, like you both want to be here. Why are you holding back? So anyway, I'm drawing more cards for Leo. I was gonna draw more cards for Leo, but I think these ended up being like mutual advice. So with the Lovers card, I've never noticed the baby in between them. Like, and I'm not saying you have a baby or anything, or you guys are gonna get pregnant. All I'm saying is because pregnancy can be something else. And like if you notice they're both in a pot, like, sorry, I just feel like someone was laughing, haha, pot. Like we've got some stoners on here. Anyway, I it's just like you two are growing together. Let it grow. Water the soil. Like put into it, both of you. Like both be present and in the moment and enjoy it. Like you both want to be here. You're both smiling at it. You both want to invest in it. Like with this King of Pentacles, like you're both being honest with each other. You may be holding shit back, but you're both being honest with each other. So why are you questioning each other? And with this Fool card, I just kind of heard, okay, look, I know we've all been hurt by exes before, and that's kind of what this Fool card was kind of speaking to me with, because it just kind of feels like, okay, like have confidence in this relationship, like in this person until they prove you wrong. Like don't just, it's like you're beating them up for like fear because of the past, basically. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like give them a chance. Like don't judge them based on things your ex did, which some people who haven't really given themselves a chance to heal yet or are still healing do that. Like they're just like, yeah, you look like my ex right now. Like, so don't see them through the lenses of like looking at your ex. See them for them. And if it works out, it works out, but give this a shot. Like you're both holding back. And but you both want to be here. Give it the damn shot. Like, and quit being so scared. So anyway, we're gonna go on to Aquarius and Taurus. Okay, so with the Aquarius and Taurus, I'm getting into that, and I'm just seeing this like look you up and down. Well, on the Aquarius side, looking up and down the Taurus, and just being like, "You're all right," and then Taurus is kind of a little irritated by that, just kind of like, "Just all right," like, you know what I mean? And like then on the Aquarius side is, I just see the Aquarius going up and like giving Taurus like a big hug. And it's just, to me, that's just kind of saying, like, okay, like physical affection, like words are hard. Like physical affection's easier. Like showing it's easier. Like as I'm talking, I'm seeing cooking. Like maybe acts of service is easier, but like words are hard, okay? So, like, you guys may need to get on the same page when it comes to communication. Um, because "you're all right" may have been a pretty good compliment coming from Aquarius, because most people suck. But anyway, let me draw some cards for it. Aquarius, you got the Death card, which I'm kind of getting this more of like a transformation thing, because it's just kind of like how do you get this freedom of words? Like I'm kind of getting that more of the words because with this Hierophant, it's just like how do you and with the Hierophant with its back turn, it's just like how do you be vulnerable? How do you express yourself? How do you actually like give yourself like that key to your heart, that key to your mind? How do you actually let someone into those thoughts of like how you feel and all that? Like how do you just express that? Like what? And you really want to be this nurturing place where it's just like come sit with me on this like throne, like you want to be this queen where it's just this amazing place where it's prosperous and everything. And I feel like this has already been on your mind, like how do you do that, like the good and bad, like what if this gets taken wrong, what if I say the wrong thing, what if this is too soon to say, like, and all that. And you're really beating yourself up and causing yourself a lot of anxiety, just overthinking what to say, just analyzing everything that you can say and what it would look like in the moment. Um, and with this Three of Cups, I feel like this is just saying, okay, look, you're going too grand. It doesn't have to be this grand gesture. Like you can just tell them like I like your outfit today, like or you look cute today, like you look handsome, you look beautiful. Like however you want to compliment them, you can just start off small. Like it doesn't have to be like you're the love of my life, you're my shining star. Like you don't have to do all this grand um things. Like just baby step it, you know? Just instead of saying you're all right, just be like, hell, start off, you're pretty cool. Like I don't know, like you know what I mean? Like just I can see you want to improve it, but you don't, you know, you kind of gotta crawl before you can walk, before you can run, and you're trying to take leaps. So, um, have patience with yourself and just try. You know, just do the thing. Just do the thing and start off small. Don't try to leap out of your comfort zone. Just kind of tiptoe out of. And Taurus, please appreciate their efforts because like just looking at this is going to be really hard for them if and they want to try it. Taurus, you're comparing Aries, Aries, sorry, Aquarius to your ex, and maybe your ex is an Aries because I meant to say Aquarius, but I said Aries on accident. Um, but you're comparing your ex to Aquarius, or Aquarius to your ex, however you want to say it. And I get that from the Seven of Swords because it's just like, no, like you need to bury this. See that skull? You need to bury it. You need to let it go. Like, and I know that's so much easier done than said, but at the very least, don't look at Aquarius. Like when this stuff is on your mind, don't look at Aquarius and be like, "You're my ex." You know, like just going crazy. Like I don't know what that voice was, but whatever. And like you have this Ace of Cups, so you deeply care about Aquarius, but it's on the nighttime side. So it's like, are you showing it as well? Like you're I feel like you're judging Aquarius for how much they show, but how much are you showing? Because see how much more clear this side is. Like maybe you're just unsure of what this really is if it's on the night side, but or maybe it's like an intuitive thing, like you know there's something here and you're trying to explore, but like this fear is holding you back. Like you're kind of anxious with it, and like this Eight of Swords, see, she's got that blindfold on, and it's like, look, you got that sword right on them ropes. Like you can untie yourself at any point here. Just stop looking. I keep having to. I think I said this on the last reading too. Don't look at Aquarius like you would look at your ex. Look at Aquarius like you look at Aquarius. Because Aquarius is Aquarius, they're not your ex. So, like, be fair to them. Like, because Aquarius looks like they're trying. Like, they want to try to be a better partner for you. They see you want. I'm seeing like they want that you want to be told. What is that? Words of affirmation. Like you have that kind of words of affirmation type of thing, and that's not exactly their comfort zone, but they can see that, so they want to try to step up for you in that way. even though that's not exactly their comfort zone. So that's kind of why I was kind of feeling like that whole please appreciate their steps. Like, and if it's not exactly words of affirmation, that's kind of where I was feeling it. Maybe it's in some other way. Take this how it resonates, because these are general readings. But it really feels like you need to look at Aquarius like you would look at Aquarius and not like you would look at your ex. Even though I feel like I've given advice on both sides, I'm going to draw advice cards real quick. Okay, so with this Four of Swords here, you've let this disrupt your peace for too long. Like, let it, if it's destructive, let it go destroy other things. Don't let it disrupt your peace anymore. And with this Page of Wands, I just kind of see it like that Phoenix thing. And when I saw that, I just kind of got that whole, I don't know if you guys are familiar with death arrows, but like doing death arrows may help you. And maybe that's just my way because they've helped me. Maybe that's just my way of interpreting it, but some therapeutic type of thing to help you guys of like releasing things off your mind from your ex. Because like with a death arrow, you can basically just write out all the things that you wanted to say, like all the hate, all the love, all the things. You can say you release them, um, whatever it is you want to say in that letter. And instead of sending it to them, you burn it. And it is a release, man, to do that. And this Ace of Pentacles is just kind of like a. It's just kind of like a. Sorry, I was just thinking. I think I gave this advice in the lens of Taurus, but like with Aquarius, it's also just kind of like, look, just do your best. Like with this is a new area for you. Like just do the thing. Like I said earlier, just do it. Um, Start off small. You don't have to go crazy big with these things. Just start off small and like appreciate each other. Like Taurus, Aquarius wants to step up. That's how the energy feels. So you need to recognize Aquarius's like contributions, and there's also this element of please look at Aquarius fairly. And if you need to like release your ex and work on that, that's valid. But don't attack Aquarius because of those feelings. Be able to separate them, you know. Okay, so we're going to go on to the next reading, the Aquarius and Pisces reading. Okay. So, this is a goofy pairing right now. Like not saying anything bad, like you guys are having fun and enjoying each other and just being weird. Um I know I'm probably giving Aquarius too big of a head right now because you're like, yes, I'm weird, I'm unique, but sorry. Um, but I just see like Aquarius like being in like a little fighting stance, and then like Pisces doing the it's that end of the movie Karate Kid kick stance. I think it's a crane kick, but I could be wrong on that. But y'all are just being goofy and having fun, and it's adorable. So anyway, let's draw some cards for it. So I see you putting in a lot of effort. I'm on the Aquarius side, putting in a lot of effort into this relationship, but it's also like planning out like affection, if that makes sense. Like not necessarily withholding, but it's just kind of like you really care about this person and you really see a future with them, but you're just kind of like, but I've been there before. Am I being overly affectionate? Am I getting my hopes up too high? Like let's see where this goes. Like let's it's like you're trying to calm yourself down because like you've lived in the fantasy too many times. Like you've been let down too many times. So you're almost like, I think with that Queen of Cups, I think you're still being affectionate and you're still showing that loving, generous side. But you're just also like, okay, are you just gonna end up being a fuck boy? Like, my one of my tarot teachers just really loves to call the Knight of Cups a fuck boy. Like, and it's just like, see it's just an image of a cup. There's not actually a cup. There's nothing to offer. So it's just kind of like, was it real? And it's just like you've been in those situations before, so it's just kind of like I don't think you're withholding, but you're kind of keeping that in the back of your head. Like it's like it's almost like a wall made of glass. Like you can see through it, like and like you guys, it's not exactly as solid as like another wall. Like you're still invested in the relationship and you're seeing it, but it's just kind of like I'm watching you. If this is making any sense, it's it's kind of weird to explain, but hopefully you're getting my drift here. So let's go on to the Pisces side. I got a weird message I want to say real quick. With this Wheel of Fortune, I just heard let me read to you. I don't know if you guys read to each other. Um, I'm not sure what that was about, but I wanted to say that before I forgot because I'm still drawing cards. So I'm still looking them over, but with this Sun card, it's like an invitation for you to plant the roots with them. So and they're just kind of like, so you're gonna come join me. And by the way, that I'm reading for Pisces if I didn't say that already. So like Pisces telling the Aquarius, so are you gonna come join me or what? Like with this Hangman, it's just like I'm just waiting here. Like I see your side. I see that you're hurting. I understand. So it's like I'm comfortable waiting here, whatever. But like I'm just happy thinking about the day that you're going to. Like, I'm just sitting here manifesting it because with this Ace of Cups, they're just like, they're already celebrating like milestones of this relationship before you even hit it. Like, Pisces, like, you need to live in the moment, quit living in dreamland. Like, I'm not telling you not to enjoy the relationship, but this is probably how you got hurt in the past. Like one of you is holding back so much and one of you is just like moving forward so much. Like you both just need to be in the moment. Anyway, let's draw cards. As I'm shuffling for advice, I just heard like what did I hear for the Pisces? And it's just like I'm ready to get hurt again. That's what I heard. Y'all silly. So with the advice, it's just kind of like one of you. It's just kind of like what I said. One of you is underselling, one of you's overselling, and it's like don't be afraid to give. Don't overextend yourself though. At the same time, there's just like this whole need for balance I'm seeing in these cards, and the thing is, if you two achieve balance, I see a good possibility here with the Ten of Cups, like a real emotional fulfillment here because Aquarius, you trust that the Pisces has good intentions, and Pisces, you live in the moment and see for what it is and not like your fantasy la la land. Like, um, and I'm not trying to make fun of you or make you feel bad, Pisces. It's just whenever you whenever you live in a fantasy like that, sometimes you fall in love with the fantasy and not the person. And that's not fair to either one of you, really, because like do you really know Aquarius if you love the fantasy of Aquarius? You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like be honest with the situation and be present in the situation is really what I'm getting for both of you. So we are going to move on to the next set, which is Scorpio and Capricorn. Okay, so Scorpio and Capricorn. Did I write down the time? Yeah, gotta get y'all's timestamps. Sorry. So I just see like when I got into the Scorpio energy, like I don't know how many of y'all have seen the Puss in Boots movie, but like that whole like it's like the puppy eyes but on the kitty um scene. But like not just luring into like an attack, like it was kind of like doing that for attention. And then like Capricorn comes in for a hug, and then you just start smiling like real big. So I don't really see that as like a malicious thing. It's just you kind of like do that for attention a lot. And when I got into the Capricorn side, it was just kind of like a you melt my heart like type of thing. So um Scorpio kind of seems like they playing victim a little too much, but at the same time, y'all seem happy together. So let's draw some cards for it. Okay, I think my spirit team, like my spirit guides, corrected me. I don't think it's necessarily a victim thing. It's just trying to be sad cute, if that makes sense, for attention. I don't think it's trying to be a victim. Yeah. I don't have a good example of it, but that's what I'm hearing. So anyway, I'm gonna get cards. So I got the Empress on Scorpio side, and I just heard like you get kind of lonely and you just kind of want some of Capricorn's time because Capricorn can kind of be independent, like, and they're comfortable being in their own space. And Scorpio can just be like, "Hey, where are you? Like, come here. Like, what are you doing?" Like, you know. So that's kind of what I was getting from that. So anyway, let me draw some more cards. So on the Scorpio side, with this Five of Wands, like I just kind of see like play fighting, and it can kind of lead to some passion at times, like a volcano erupting. If you're catching my drift, I don't know if I gave a warning. Like I don't do these for kids, so like hopefully whatever. But anyway, just in case a kid ended up on here. So anyway, like we got this page of wands, and I just hear it's all for you. Like, and with this Four of Wands, it's just like you just really want to spend time with them. You really care about them. Like I would even say, like Scorpio, you may love them. Like you're all about it. You're all about them. And Capricorn, if there's even like a doubt in your mind, like don't doubt it. Like don't doubt it. They just want to spend time with you. They just want time with you. So if it's like, I don't know, I don't know what that is. It's like you may need some time alone. Um, I don't know if there's some element of like not getting enough time for some reason. I don't know if you're just really busy. I don't know if you just if you spend some time with them and then you're good for a little bit, but they they kind of want more. So let's get into Capricorn side. Okay, so I drew these two cards, and it's just like I'm not gonna tell you how to live your own life, Capricorn, but like you seem like you're very happy to be in this relationship with this Sun card. Like you really enjoy them. You're just kind of used to doing your own thing. So I don't know, like you don't have to force Scorpio to do anything, but Scorpio does seem like they want more time with you, and it just kind of seems like you could give them the option. Like you don't have to force anything on them. Like or anything. Like there's things you want to do. You could be like, "Hey, I'm doing this today. Would you like to come?" Just so because it really seems like Scorpio is kind of a quality time person. So you could just try to include them in more of your things. Um, and that's not to say you can't ever be alone and have your own because everyone needs those time to recharge their batteries. And if you're a person that needs their alone time to just chill for a minute and get back to good, um, that's fine. I'm not saying spend your every waking second with them. It's just you may want to reach out more and just be like I said, hey, I'm doing this today. Like, you want to join me? So, kind of feel like I've already given both advice, and it doesn't really feel like feels like that's really it on this one. Like you're both happy to be here. It's just that element of wanting more time. And Capricorn, you're kind of independent. You like to do your own thing. So maybe give them the choice of being included in some of your things. So I'm going to go ahead and go on to the Virgo and Sagittarius reading then. Okay, so just going to put this out there. Like, I'm gonna say what popped in my head getting into the energy, but like slightly not for kids, okay? Not for kids. Let's just say it that way. So we're doing the Virgo Sagittarius. So Virgo is just kind of looking cute at Sagittarius, just kind of like heart like fool and just being like, "Do you need something?" And Sagittarius is just like, "Yeah, I need you to bend over and show me that ass." Like you have no chill, Sagittarius. Like Virgo over here being cute, and you're just like, "How you doing?" Oh my god. Anyway, let's draw some cards for it. As I pick up my cards and start shuffling, I heard in the Virgo would /will/does too. Oh my goodness. Virgo, you need to be nicer to yourself. There's this whole like, I deserve to be hurt. I deserve everyone who's walked away. And you're really, every nice thing Sagittarius does, you're searching for a deeper meaning for. Like, what are your true intentions for this? Like, are you going to hurt me again? Like, are maybe not them again, but like, are you going to hurt me like the other people did? Like, what's going on? I just don't understand. Like, and you really feel passionately for them, but then I got this Page of Swords, and it's just like you're so scared and anxious, and it's like, what is clouding all this? And then the Tower popped up, and it's like you're just worried this isn't real. Like everything's just an illusion. They're just saying things. They're doing all the sweet things, and then eventually you're just gonna get what you feel like you deserve, which is pain, and you don't deserve pain. Okay, like why? Don't beat yourself up like this. Like no, you deserve happiness. Like I'm sorry people wronged you in the past, but that's on them. Like enjoy the moments with Sagittarius and enjoy and just take it as authenticity, you know? Like don't if the Tower comes, it comes. But if you're constantly worried about it and like you're not going to enjoy the moments. You know what I mean? So, let's get into the Sagittarius side. I'm sorry, I'm so entertained. I'm like looking over the cards, being like, okay, what's the message? And on this star card, I just heard, I like you, you're shiny. And it's just like, hey, why don't you come over to my side? We can have some fun. Like, Sagittarius just wants to have fun with you. And even on this card, it's just like, hey, I like you. I don't like how they did you wrong. Like, I'm gonna be sweet to you, but like, I'll cut them. Like, they hurt, they hurt my baby. I'll go cut them. Like, who hurt you? Give me names, give me numbers, give me addresses. Like, Sag, Sag gonna hurt someone, okay? Like, they just. Mm. I just heard on this card, like, I'll be their karma. I'll be their karma. Because they just see you as this blessing. They're like, you're just so wonderful. You're just so amazing. Like, they really care about you, Virgo. They really do. So let's just draw some mutual advice here. Okay, so pretty simple. Like, you both agreed to be in this. You both want to be here. Watch it grow. Watch it grow because, like, you need to leave the past behind because that isn't helping it grow. Like, leave the worries behind. Like, this other person did you wrong. Like, I feel like I have to keep saying that. Like, it's a theme in these readings. Like, let what happened to you because of your ex fall on your ex's shoulders, not on the current shoulders. And just enjoy the moments with them because this is where you want to be rooted right now. This is where you guys want to be. Let it be what it's going to be. Let it just enjoy the relationship. Like, there's just too much fear that needs to be worked through. Like, and like I said, with this Two of Cups, you both want to be here. You both want to be here. So enjoy it. Know your worth too, Virgo. Like, Sag sees you as this wonderful person. Like, they're ready to cut somebody for you. Like, I don't think you see your value nearly as much as other people do. Okay? So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the readings. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the requests. Again, if you're only on or on YouTube, please check out my TikTok. I post on there pretty regularly. Oop, dropped my mic. And have a great day, guys.